Hi, Alana. I'm going to offer you some feedback from week one on for your student portfolio. Uh, it looks like you might have made some changes here, so I'm just going to look at week one again. You've given yourself a C, but you've given a good explanation, A plus explanation. A very detailed one, to be honest. You have provided a decent prompt for your Gen AI activity and a very detailed reflection. You now have a link to a personal project that you're working on, which Classmate AI, which is a chatbot that you are presenting, which is kind of cool. And you spent a little time on this. Now, let me just look at this because it may be expanded. Sometimes it has tabs that people use and sources. Okay, so this is basically your plan. It's a little thin on details, but it's a start. And then you've got some reflections there, which is good. And then you miss class. So when you do miss class, I'll put that in green. There's a video at the top that tells you what to do to fill in here. Yeah, when a missed class isn't just a pass and then move on, especially because this was a notebook LM activity. This one's really important to complete. So I would say that you did miss class. You're kind of at really at a B plus for what you put in there. Here you've put in again a very detailed explanation. You've got your information literacy document. You have your detailed reflection here, and but you didn't put anything in your project, so that's missing. That's yeah, so missing. Uh, and then the whole project's missing, and I'm just going to check. See, I don't have you actually recorded as you missing that first class, so that's interesting. Uh, but you're missing this too as well, the in-class contribution. So that's moving you down to, on this particular week, kind of a B minus, really, because you're missing that old, but you did you made a contribution here, which is good. Now, given you the feedback there, I think you made some changes here. You give yourself B minus here. You're very good at reflecting, which is excellent. I mean, that's amazing. However, I don't see anything here, so that's all missing. So I'm just going to put a insert comment missing. So week 3 is missing. It looks like you have created a notebook. Let me just see. Yeah. I have to see if that'll work from my notebook account. And it looks like you did create that, which is great. Um, only 30 minutes on it, so I'm not sure how much you had worked on it, but you've got a reflection there. And then this whole part here is missing. So that's missing. And then you've got the deep learning activity, which is good. So you're catching up basically here to that, but then you're again missing everything here. So missing. And you've done this Gen A activity, which is looking at the teaching tool Ed Cafe, which is great. And you have a reflection, which is solid, which is great. But you're missing this. So you're missing all the project stuff, which has me worried because that's a significant part of the course. And we're 3/4 through the course. So that's missing. And then you missed this whole thing for week 7. So that's missing. So missing. So up till now, really, you're at a, if you put in class contributions, you're sort of at a C plus, really maybe a C minus at this point. You've done the Jenny activities, which is good. You've done no in-class reflections and no project. Without the project, you can't really pass the course. So that's where you are right now.